Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Shadow Stitch, and today we have week 1 of the Pokemon Draft Dynasty, or the PDD, where we're going to be taking on Eli the Rebel and the Abathing Annihilate. So we did play Eli in the last season of the LET, where we clinched out a win, but it's a whole new season, whole new league, whole new teams, so nobody knows really what's going to happen. So I'm definitely looking forward to this rematch for sure, and I'm sure he is as well. So let's go ahead though and take a quick look at the matchup, see what both of us have to offer. So you see my team right up there at the top. It's EXCADRILL Sand. Awesome. I love it. We got some GOAT Pokemon like my boy Zapdos and Superior, a couple of strong Terra Captains in Salazzle and Earthworm, and of course all brought together with my boy Dunsparce. However, his team at the bottom there is nothing really to sneeze at. We got Great Tusk, incredible spinner, strong physical attacker, a ton of great returning Pokemon like Latias, Primarina, Registeel, and Raikou. Talonflame could be definitely a problematic for some of our physical attackers, Kleavor for some free rocks, Umbreon for a strong defensive synergy, and then he's got a couple of strong Terra Captains of his own with Virizion and Alola Slash. So things I definitely got to look out for this week. Of course, that Great Tusk. That thing can get out of hand really fast, and as long as he positions it well, he could definitely win the game on the spot potentially with that. A couple strong special attackers like Latias. It's not as good as Latios, let's be real here, but it lives hits and it hits really hard as well. So Kleavor, of course, is going to come. Free Rocks is Free Rocks. As for his Terra Captains, I could definitely leaning more towards Virizion coming. It just has a little bit more speed and can take hits a little bit better. However, I can't really rule out Alolan Sandslash. So enough said though, let's go ahead and take a look at the team that we are bringing to combat this. Alright, so first and foremost, you see we have my boy EXCADRILL. He's bringing a Life Orb set with that Earthquake, Iron Head, Rapid Spin, and Swords Dance. So under the sand, we outspeed pretty much everything on the entire team outside of some really wacky stuff like +2 Latias or something like that. So, but we outspeed pretty much the entire team. We hit them really, really hard. We will have to keep in mind that Latias, and as you can see, we're not bringing Long Sand on our Tyranitar because we're rocking Chople Berry with Rock Blast, Knock Off, Ice Beam to hit that Great Tusk really hard on a potential switch in, and Stealth Rocks just for rocks. So yeah, Tyranitar's running very specially defensive this week, so we can try our best to take on the Latias. Chople Berry is primarily for that, but if we can potentially live a hit from like Virizion or even Great Tusk in a pinch and get some damage off, which is nice. Earthworm is our more secondary Terra Captain this week. He's really here just to potentially lead off, get some spikes up. Spikes are really strong into this team as opposed to rocks, and then we can fire off some heavy slams and body presses on some stuff. Terra Ghost, because it pretty much completely walls Great Tusk at that point, which is nice. And that's pretty much about it. However, our primary Terra Captain this week is definitely going to be Salazzle. We got Terra Grass. We could potentially set up Terra Grass on a Primarina or even a Raikou and go for Nasty Plot. We outspeed literally the entire team, which is fantastic, naturally, of course. And then we can hit Flamethrowers and Sludge Waves on the whole team. At +2, we can potentially one-shot everything except for super bulky stuff like the Latias or maybe a bulky Raikou. So yeah, Toxic is just really nice if any setup threats try to get out of hand, like potentially like an Iron Defense, Registeel, or something like that. And then yeah, that's pretty much about it. So Salazzle's pretty much our win con here. I think it's a pretty solid mon. So Zapdos is coming to be the backbone of the team again. It's going to be our primary switch into some of the physical attackers like the Great Tusk or maybe even Virizion. So Virizion is not the strongest Pokemon in the world, so even with some decent physical defense, we should be able to easily take hits from that, even if it sets up to +2, which is cool. So Discharge, Hurricane, standard moves, and then your U-turn with Roost is pretty much straightforward. We definitely want rocks up because with EXCADRILL, we can't really rely on spinning as much because he's more of our offense. So if rocks get put up from like Cleavor, we don't really want to worry about that kind of nonsense. Plus our sand chipping us down. Last but not least, we have Superior. This is going to be kind of our primary especially defensive Pokemon. We're running a very bulky set this week to help take on things like Raikou and Primarina. And then we can fire off Leaf Storms, we can set up Leech Seeds, we can sub, we can glare things on the switch in like the Talonflame or the Latias. And we could just overall be incredibly annoying. So yeah, definitely a really strong team. I'm definitely looking forward to this. So let's go ahead and hop into the battle, and I hope you guys enjoy. All right, so we got Registeel, Cleavor, Virizion, Great Tusk, Latias, and Raikou. Okay, very good. Very, very cool. So I think Orthworm is a pretty solid lead. We could also lead Zapdos. That seems like a pretty decent lead. I don't hate just leading Orthworm and just going nutty. From there, get up some spikes, get up some hazards, do silly nonsense. Yeah, I don't think that that's a bad idea. I realistically really want to Terra Salazzle in this game potentially, but Orthworm is also a good Terra, so I'm not really that mad. Also, I don't know why the game audio is not working. It's fine. I'm gonna have music in the background anyway, so I'll figure that out later. I've been trying to mess with it for like the past 5 minutes, but while I was waiting for this game to get going. So, but it is what it is. Anyway, let's go. Let's get it. Cleavor lead. That's to be expected. So we can lead with our good friend Mr. Orthworm. I don't hate just getting up a spike. I feel like he's just gonna, just kind of go from there. You just go straight for a U-turn. That's to be expected. Okay, so he gets on out of there. I don't think we can really learn anything from that, but yeah, whatever, why not? Registeel comes in. Hello, Mr. Registeel. Alright. 303. So 344 minus 303 is 41 points of damage. So probably Adamant Scarf. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, so we have a lot of things that we can do here. We can go into Zapdos and just start firing off damage. We can also go into Salazzle. I don't really see the reason not to. I'm actually just going to do that. I'm going to go into Salazzle. I can get a poison on this thing. It can't Terra. His Terra Captain here is going to be Virizion. Curse. Okay. Curse. I could plot here, but is definitely going to have something else. So I could just set up a Toxic. Why not? I can Toxic everything on this team. So Tusk comes in, that's great. Yeah, I could just Toxic this. Why not? Pecha or Lum? Okay, that's fine. Because now he has to potentially risk a something. So we go zap on this every time just to see. So he has to risk a static now. As he goes for spin, that's fine. Do we get the static? Does not look like no static. Okay. Yeah, we just fire off a Hurricane. He might have Spinner. If he does, then we cross that bridge when we get to it. Does withdraw Tusk. Okay. Raikou comes out. That's fine. pressure. Okay. So I miss a hurricane, not the end of the world. Okay. Superior is my Raikou switch in. He could be like Calm Mind or something silly like that. Light screen. Screens. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm gonna just get up a Leech Seed. I don't see a reason not to. Easy Volt switches, that's fine. Also good to know that we're slower. Cleavor comes out, okay. Get that seeds up. Get to do silly seed things. Get to just do nonsense. Okay, so I don't really want to risk anything crazy. Orthworm can take a close combat if he reads it, and he goes for it, and then we could probably learn some more damage on this thing. Alright, let's go. So yeah, he's definitely thinking about this. I'm almost 100% convinced that this is Scarfed Cleavor, just because the way that he seems like he's playing it. Trailblaze. Oh, not Scarfed. Okay. So very likely not Scarfed then. So Resist Berry maybe? Something like that, I would guess. I'm just gonna fire off a Heavy Slam. See what he's got going on. If he wants to go for close combat, he can. Yeah, he's just gonna U-turn. So I'm guessing probably just gonna go back out in Registeel, if I had to guess. Does he have Earthquake on Registeel? That's the thing that I'm kind of curious about. It's like, if he has Earthquake on Registeel, then that's going to be really annoying. I also want to see if he's leftovers on Registeel, so even if he does go into Registeel right here, I'm going to be happy. Tusk comes in. That's cool. I get to get some chip damage off on this thing. We know that has no item. So, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, we'll just go back into Zapdos. If he goes for Spinner, I can take it. He's risking freaking Static again. If he goes for Spin into Spinner, I still take it. So we're good. Yeah, I'm not really super worried about this right now. If he goes for Stone Edge and crits me, well then, fuck my life. Hello, Zapdos. Alright. Knockoff. It's fine. Again, you're risking Static. No Static. Okay. I'm gonna Hurricane. Again. I don't see a reason not to. I can go... And then Raikou comes in and I can just Roost on it. So, like, he's gonna switch into Tusk, which is fine. Raikou comes in. I'm gonna Roost this time. If I get Hurricane and then Confusion, that'd be nice. Okay, I hit the Hurricane. That's good. No Confusion. Let's check. So he is Light Clay. So we have we don't have to worry about like a boosting item or anything like that. This is probably a more defensive Raikou, if I had to guess. I should have checked that damage, but I'm not worried super much about it right here. Okay, so now that we know that he's very likely not Scarfed Cleavor, we can outspeed it. So, we're good. We can always just U-turn here. 295. Yeah, we should outspeed this. I'm just gonna do it anyway. Yeah. So we get a little bit of chip damage off on this thing. Again, if he goes for close combat, then I can take it. It's not the end of the world. And then we threaten Terra on the following turn. Stone Axe. Oh, it's this. Oh, that sucks. He missed the first Stone Axe of the season. I think that's just a tax that you have to pay for playing Cleavor. I think you have to pay that tax. So he U-turns again. Okay. So probably just going to go back into Tusk. Probably just going to go back into Big Tusk, if I had to guess. But we're going to get a spike up here. Registeel. Okay. That's fine. You can get up a big spike. I mean, is he really going to go for Earthquake? I don't think he will. I mean, if he does, then great on him. But I don't even think he brings Earthquake. He's going to be like Body Press, Heavy Slam, Curse, and like maybe Rest. Doubles? Okay. Tusk can come out? Okay. Gets hurt by the Spike. I have no reason not to just go into Zapdos. I'm constantly freaking forcing him to Procnet to risk Static. He's already dodged it twice here with the knockoff in the first spin. So I'm constantly forcing him to risk Static. And then I'm just chipping away. Just chipping away. So Zapdos comes in. Spinner. There's the Spinner. Okay, so we do see Spinner. He might be like protective pads or something like that. I'm going to U-turn this time. Because the Raikou is probably going to come in. Yeah, the Tusk comes out. Okay. Raikou comes in. Cool. Puts on the pressure, and that's fine. You can U-turn. Cool. Okay, so we need to put on some pressure here. So I think I'll go into Salazzle. Yeah. Salazzle can take a hit. I'm pretty confident Salazzle can take a hit. You can go into Raikou. Go for a Raikou. It's just... I don't think that he's max investment. But we're going to see, like, Thunderbolts. Maybe Scald. Scald has a chance to kill me. I think he's just going to Volt Switch out, though. I'm going to go for Terra Grass and Nasty Plot here. I don't love going for Nasty Plot, though. I honestly think that I just go for a Sludge Wave. I don't think that he's heavily invested. I'm just going to go for a big Sludge Wave. I'm going to do a bunch of damage. I get the Poison, which is great. Yeah, he's probably just going to try to set up a screen as he goes for Scald. Okay. Oh, he is heavily invested. So he has enough to knock me out. Damn, if I had just stayed... If I had gone for that there, I think I was cooking. I think I was cooking good, dude. So now there's no reason for us not to just go into to Terra or Earthworm. That does make the Registeel a little bit scarier now, though. So I'm gonna go into Zapdos, though. Because what is he gonna go into? Maybe Tusk, maybe Latias. I could see him go into Latias. And then I can just go into T-Tar. Tusk. Okay. Big Tusk. Oh, he was Lum. We knew what item he is. So, I'm just gonna go Roost. I'm just gonna Roost. If he reads this and he goes for freaking the move, then, you know, great. Again, he's still risking... If he goes for Earthquake or Headlong, then good for him. So, Spin comes off. That's fine. I have no reason not to just go for Hurricane, right? Dude, he has dodged every freaking static so far, by the way. He has dodged 4 statics. Good on him. Man, if I had Terra'd and Nasty Plotted, I just didn't think that he would be heavily invested Raikou. That's also a roll to kill, by the way, unless he's like modest. You know, good, which is, if so, good for him. But yeah, like if he's modest, then, well, no, he's not modest. We know he's not. I know he's not modest. I know for a fact he's not modest. Cleavor comes out. Okay. Hit the Hurricane. And this should be a dead Cleavor. It is. Crit didn't really matter because I could just gone for a discharge on the following turn. I'm very confident that that would have knocked it out. So there's that. Latias can probably come in here. Virizion. Okay. So this is probably Terra Virizion. I'm going to go for a U-turn. It's probably Terra Electric Virizion if I had to guess. Yep, there's the Terra. So we're going to see a Terra here. 100%. Probably Terra Electric if I had to guess. Yep, there's the Terra Electric. Okay. Just goes for Stone Edge and misses the Stone Edge. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. But you run inaccurate moves, and I'm almost certain that I live that too, because this is very defensive. This is incredibly defensive. I'm gonna go into T-Tar. I'm gonna go into T-Tar and then pivot back into Zapdos. And then Zapdos is gonna be able to do silly Zapdos things. So Virizion's gonna get buffeted. Yeah, I'm just gonna pivot back into Zap. He can't get staticked, but like if he knocks out Zap, then I get the free end to Excadrill, and I get to freaking nuke everything. Unless he's like something wacky, like Shuka Berry or something nutty. Which, like, if he is, holy crap, good for you. Zap can come out. Vacuum Wave? Yo, that's dope! His Life Orb, too. He constantly is chipping himself down. Yo, I'll be dead ass. I kind of want to just go straight into Drill. I'm going to do it. I don't care. Go for Stone Edge. Yeah, this is your only thing that can kill me. Stone Edge or maybe Terra Blast Electric. And like, what are you going to do? Alright, I mean, he has Vacuum Wave, but I don't really care. How many turns of sand do I got? I got 2 turns of sand. So, the Latias can come in here. I'm going to go for Ironhead because Latias is very obviously coming in here. Tusk comes in here too. That works too. I get to... I think I 2-hit KO from here. Oh, I definitely 2-hit KO from here. 100% 2-hit KO from here. Yeah. Get out of here. Get out of here, Tusk. Latias can come in. But then that's why we have T-Tar. And we get to reset the sand at that point too. So, cool. Sandstorm subsides. That's fine. We do show that we're not the thing. Virizion comes back. Okay. Honestly, could go into Orthworm. Let's just go back into Zap. If he goes for close combat, he goes for close combat. There's not much I can do about that, right? Orthworm should be able to beat this thing. No matter really what it does. So yeah, goes for CC. Defense falls is fine. It's just constantly just chipping itself down. What do we need Zapdos for? What do they have? It doesn't really help much against Registeel. It doesn't really help much against Latias. I'm honestly fine Zapdos going down here. He has to risk, you know, the thing going for nonsense anyway. Leaf Blade. That doesn't even kill. Just constantly freaking chipping himself down and down. And I get the knockout too, which is huge, because now I can go into T-Tar. And whatever he has in the back, I have Drill set up. I can set up Drill for it, or I can just knock off and just slap a really, really powerful knockoff. Yeah, I actually like this a lot, so. Yeah, we can go to T-Tar. I don't love that I gave up. Man, if I had Terra Grassed and Nasty plotted, I think we were cooking huge. So we get a big knockoff off. That is decent damn chest, though. It was rest. I knew it. I freaking knew it, man. I freaking knew it. All right. I'm gonna go into Superior. I'm gonna get a seed on this. You can also glare. Man, I really needed to keep my Salazzle around, though. This thing could potentially be very problematic. It's fine. Okay, so I'm going to get a seed on this. Nice, I don't miss. That's great. He curses again. Sorry. This could actually mean that my Zapdos is very good here then. I'm going to Leaf Storm on the following turn. Get that boost. I could... glare it, hurt its consistency, and I don't hate that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna glare it and hurt its consistency. The body presses. This is gonna not knock me out because Superior is a goat. I almost had Dragon Tail on my Tyranitar too, by the way. I'm going to start firing off Leaf Storms. It's going to do nothing, but it's going to rack up really fast, especially with Seed. He presses, that's fine. Cool. Now we can go into Drill, and we can Earthquake. Drill doesn't really matter against Latias, I think. I think all I need for Latias is the other guy. I don't know. That's not necessarily true. I'm just going to click Earthquake, though. It's still going to do a crap ton of damage. He can't really risk resting. And he always has the chance of paralysis. +2, I might even kill it. I don't know. I do kill it. Beautiful. So, we should be relatively safe here. What? It depends on what his Latias is. Alright, so the correct play here is to spin. Agility. Agility? What? Okay, that's kind of heat. Okay, did not expect that. Did not expect agility, so I can't win the speed war, so I just click Iron Head. He's probably got Aura Sphere, if I had to guess. Like, I would have Aura Sphere. You know, we're going into a freaking Tyranitar, so... we know he's not live leftovers, so he might be something silly. Then... I don't think he can beat Orthworm, though. Aura Sphere? Yeah, that's fine. So, yeah, so we can go... We're gonna go into T-Tar. We're gonna click Knockoff. If he's Colbur Berry, then that's relatively fine. We're Chople, so we're good, and we're gonna constantly keep chipping away at him with the sand. And then, yeah, he's probably Colbur, if I had to guess. If he's, I don't know, though. I don't know. He's probably Colbur, but you never know. You never freaking know. Calm Mind. Okay. So we see a Calm Mind. I mean, I think I could kill, even if he is Colbur. After 2. He's not Colbur, so he's dead. Cool. GG. GG. Okay. Very nice. Well played to Eli. Weakness policy. That's heat. So he was possibly spec'd to live that. So that rapid speed damage actually mattered. Most likely. So he was most likely spec'd to live that knockoff, if I had to guess. So, but GG to freaking Eli. That was a really fun and very interesting game. This was not the easiest one to prep for. He is a very cool team. But yeah, that's going to be it for today, though, guys. Thank y'all so much for stopping by watching. We start off with a nice dub here in the PDD, so that's great. Go check out Eli and, of course, all the other coaches down in the description down below. And with that, it's going to be it for me today. Thank y'all so much for stopping by and watching. Like, comment, sub, all that fun stuff. I love y'all. Deuces.